Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we're going to be talking about Cyber Weekend offers. We're going to go through every single one of them. Right, first, couple of disclaimers. This is not a crystal opening video. This is going to be me rating where I find better value, where I don't think the value is all that great, and what I think about these offers in general. So that being put aside, I also can preemptively tell you that at this point, my wonderful subscribers, some of whom you see up there, Chelson Jack Attacks and Zero Frost Ninja, and a few others, basically strong-armed me at this point, and I will be getting like all of them because they basically bought them for me, and at this point, it would feel improper not to, because all of them were extremely generous, and they sent through support and donations specifically for Cyber Weekend offers. So, those two things put aside, I do not think that Kabam has done a great job with these offers. Individually breaking them down, when it comes to cash deals, my personal recommendation is Starlord Loot Bag for everybody with limited budget. I think Peter Parker is so I definitely would much rather recommend going for Starlord Loot Bag because you get Tier 2 Alpha, Tier 5 Basic Fragments, Tier 5 Class Catalyst Selector, and still a couple of those Cavalier Nexus Crystals. So if you are on a budget of like $20, $30, then Starlord Loot Bags is what you want to purchase. And significantly better than the offers to the left and to the right of them. Starlord Loot Bags are actually quite decent. I quite like them. I don't think Peter Parker has a great amount of value. In fact, if we compare it to the July 4th deal, then it's worse. It's worse. The game has somehow regressed because it used to offer 3,000 6-star shards and 18,000 tier 5 basic fragments. And right now it offers 2,500. So they have taken away tier 5 basic fragments. They have taken away 500 6-star shards in exchange for one Nexus, which is a shit deal to do. They have made Star-Lord's loot bag significantly better. It used to be 1 tier 2 alpha and random tier 5 CC frags. It's significantly improved. And maybe most scandalous change here. What they have done to Tony Stark's briefcase is something a lot of people get prosecuted for, and it's butchering completely, utterly murdered this offer in comparison to what it used to be. They took away 25 6-stones. They have taken away pretty much most of the 6-stones from Thronebreaker players here with these offers. For some goddamn reason, there's still 5-star 6-stones, which I can't fathom. Then we have 5,000 6-star Hero Crystal Shards, 25% Tier 5 CC Selector, which is decent. And, the Tier 4 Class Catalyst Crystals, not Selectors this time around for whatever reason. It's just not good. It's just not good. It used to be 35 6-star 6-stones and a 6-star crystal. So they have half the 6-star shard amounts, and they have absolutely gutted 6-stones. Sucks so much, because typically though that is the best value to go for. So that is a shit one. Black Panther is quite decent. It's 1 6-star Next Crystal, 3 Tier 5 Basics, 7,500 6-star Hero Crystal Shards, Tier 4 Basics, and Tier 2 Alphas. Used to be 6-star Nexus, Tier 5 CC Selector, Tier 4 CC Selector, and Tier 12. So they have improved Panther, comparatively speaking. Not by that much, I'd say. Panther is still better than it used to be. And perhaps most importantly, I do think that Odins are amazing. I do think that Odins are well worth the $100. Keep in mind, you keep the units. And having generic 2 to 3 ranked up gem is extremely valuable. Because that means that is a fully formed Tier 5 CC crystal. It's a ton of Tier 5 basics, ton of Tier 2 alpha, ton of Tier 4 class catalyst crystals. I think Odins are a really good value. Rank 4 resources, there's Tier 5 CCs, there's class Nexus. I think Odins are really good. So, I personally recommend Odins if you can afford it, or Starlord Loot Bags if you're working on a small budget. I think Peter Parker's are disappointing. I think Star-Lord's briefcase is very butchered and very shit, and I think Panther is fine. Overall, we must remember that this is on top of the units that we get, and it's easy to call these deals complete rubbish and garbage and stuff like that. Realistically, they're still significantly better than whatever you're going to encounter on an average day. One thing is for offers not to live up to one's expectations and be underwhelming. And another one is to become angry and start screaming that they're shit and they're this and then that. No, objectively, if you ever spend money on this game still at this point, you're best off doing it now when you can get more and extra on top of the units than it would be otherwise. Still, I do think that they have dropped the ball for most of these offers. I think Odins are fine, Starlord loot bag's fine, and the rest of them are kind of meh. Going for the unit offers, they have gone for a completely new theme. The base idea is that you need to spend 5,000 units in order to unlock these bigger bundles that have more goodies in them. And then if you want to get the 6-star generic gem and the 2020 champion selector, you need to spend additional 3,000 units. Now, this setup, I think the easiest way to describe it is greedy, I'd call it, because it offers you significantly less value than it used to for your initial 1,000 units, no matter which one of the bundles you pick up. And in general, it's just one of those things where it casually lets you spend much more units than it used to, which is not a great thing. When you're talking about individual bundles, I don't think the first one is worth taking for at all. I think Mythic Crystals is effectively a 5-star crystal with a tiny sunshine of hope attached to it. I think first bundle is quite shit. I think second bundle is okay if you are specifically chasing specific class tier 4 class catalyst crystals. I think the better one is this Ascendant crystal, because people will look at it as a gamble, but in reality, the worst thing that you can get in these is tier 2 alpha and tier 5 basics. And there's multiples of them. And the highest chance is tier 5 class catalyst fragment crystals, and they typically have about 10 to 25% fragments in them. So I think the lowest you can get there is like 4,500. So overall, I think this is the best $1,000 bundle, because those Ascendant crystals are really, really juicy. If you look back and check how much they charge them for offers, they often sold them like 1 for 1,000 or something like that units. So those Ascendant bundles definitely the best 1,000 unit investment in my opinion. When it comes to 2,000 units, I think this bundle is absolutely amazing. 6 tier 5 basics for 2,000 units and 18 tier 2 alphas is a great value. 100%. Moving on, this bundle I'm not a fan of. Features 6-star hero crystal. It does have the 6 stones, but I'm still not the biggest fan of it. I think this bundle for 2,000 units is the way to go overall, having the rank up gem and 25% tier 5 CC selector. For me personally, I think this offers much more guaranteed value. And then we have these two that I do like, where we have rank 4 resources, we have Nexus Cow crystals, and we have rank up gem 2 to 3 as well. So another full tier 5 CC and a bunch of resources. And this one I do like as well, because you do have the 6-star Nexus Hero crystal, tier 5 class catalyst selector, tier 6 basics. Overall, I think that this bundle 7 is the better one of all of the 5,000 unit ones, and I think this one is the worst one because it only has the 6 stones in it. And I still think they're somewhat overpriced here. I think they're somewhat overpriced here. I think it's max of 86 stones, basically, of which class you want, and it's 5,000 units. So I don't like too much. And obviously this bundle, if you have made it that far, is great to pick up. So my personal recommendation overall, how to spend your units would be buy the Ascendant bundle for 1,000 units. Buy the one that has tier 5 basics in it and tier 2 alphas in it. Buy the one that has the 1 to 2 rank up gem and 25% tier 5 CC selector. And buy these ones with rank 4 resources before buying the final one. So we're going from bundle 3 to 4 to 6, 7 to 8 to 10. So again, just in case somebody missed it, my recommendation, if you're going to go for the additional 18,000 unit spend, would be bundle 3, bundle 4, bundle 6, 7, and 8, and then bundle 10. That is what I recommend. If you have extra 1,000 units, I think the bundle 2 is quite okay pickup as well. As far as it goes for Cavalier offers, quite expectedly so. They are obviously also quite underwhelming. My personal recommendation there is spend as little as possible in order to become Thronebreaker. And that's about it. Let's face it, then, really not the greatest. if you can't become Thronebreaker, then probably don't spend that much money on them. And here we are. That is the deals effectively kind of broken down. So for small budget spenders, Star-Lord loot bag. Big budget, Odin's has a good value. Everything in between is kind of shit or moderate. And we just went over the unit bundles. Overall, I must say that I am quite angry. And quite angry and upset, especially about butchering the 6 stones, effectively nerfing the Peter Parker. They literally took away 6-star shards and TF5 basic fragments for 1 Cav Nexus crystal. The fact that Cav Nexus crystals are sprinkled in there everywhere, it just adds more and more randomness to it. I'm not a big fan of it either. And I will, at this point, 100% guaranteed tell every single one of you that if it wasn't for my wonderful, amazing supporters of the channel, for Chels, for Jack Attacks, for Zero Frost Ninja, for Tuums, for Messiah, for everybody else, I would skip it all. I definitely would. It's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. At the time when the game's struggling as much as it is, I think the reason why so many people are disappointed is because that was one of those things that helped to build up some sort of expectation. Kabam knows they're doing bad. We know they're not doing great. And because of that, despite what our heads told us to expect, we kind of expected more. We kind of expected a surprise that we didn't get. It baffles me that several of these cash offers are significantly worse than they were half a year ago. It annoys me that they changed the entire system so they can cash in on more units. And this day is meant to be special. Kabam didn't make it feel that special. And again, offers are not objectively horrible. No, they're good. It's just not nowhere near as good as most of us expected. And that's kind of sad. Because if there was ever time for Kabam to pull that shoe out of their ass, it's kind of now. Right, but that is it. Let me know what you guys think about these offers, and I will catch you guys soon. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the